Ooh, it slid. And we're off. So good day and greetings, and welcome to Sunday, May the 3rd, 2026. It's about 9:15 in the a.m. Out here once again on the Canalway Trail. I decided to park down here in the construction zone against my better judgment. I think I might be able to use the light to get out of here when it's time to leave, but going for another cruise on the Canalway Trail along the Erie Canal. Heading towards Utica, starting off in Marcy, New York. I did this last weekend and I rolled out towards Erie. And I just realized that the microphone is at 20%, so hopefully it will make the trip. So if the microphone dies, I'll probably just overdub some music for the rest of the trip. So if the talking stops and the music starts, you know it's because someone forgot to charge the microphone. It's a beautiful Sunday morning coming down. Got my holy jeans on. I was gonna do this yesterday. When I woke up yesterday morning, everything was wet outside because it had rained the night before. And the forecast looked kind of grumpy. Even though Mr. Sunshine did come out yesterday afternoon. But according to the weather forecast, today's forecast is much happier than yesterday's forecast. This is technically take 2. I started riding and the camera stopped because the SD card was writing slow. So I decided just to start over. Not that that matters. A little behind the curtain moment there. I am once again out on the 2024 Schwinn Predator Team 24 Tribute. Ooh, that's a little rough right there, nice and smooth. This is a nice riding bike, really nice to cruise on. I do plan on cruising trails like this with the 83 Schwinn Predators that I have. At some point. Just took a pedestrian pause. Trying not to record people while I'm vlogging here or riding. Edit them out now. It makes life easier when I go to edit the video. Can't really see it off to the left, but I am rolling along the Erie Canal. I don't know the exact dates, but the Erie Canal was made, I think, was it early 1820s? Then in the early 1900s, they built the barge canal with the same purpose of the Erie Canal, but the barge canal was wider and deeper so they could utilize and move more freight. The original Erie Canal mostly was filled in, turned into highways. Some of the original locks remain, but the original canal is no longer used. But while driving the other day, noticed on the thruway while going over the bridge that goes over the canal, sign said Erie Canal. Used to say barge canal. Another pedestrian pause there. So basically, it is the barge canal. Eventually, I'll learn how to talk. But eventually the barge canal and the Mohawk River join together. And I believe for what I saw on the internet, for historic purposes, they just call the barge canal the Erie Canal now. So you can call it the barge canal, you can call it the Erie Canal, it's the same thing. I will get some shots of the canal on the way back. Kind of like what I did last week. Ride to a certain point and turn around to head back, and then stop and look at stuff I want to look at. I really need to work on pacing myself while doing this. But it's such a beautiful day outside. Beautiful morning for a cruise. Got my laundry done yesterday. So all I have to do today is my shopping and some housework. Go faster, it says. Seriously, that's what the sign says. Right there, go faster. That's awesome. Yeah, I was just talking about how I need to slow down my pace and a little bit. And I see a sign that says go faster. That's awesome. Pure awesomeness. Wow, that didn't take long at all. Utica Marsh Wildlife Management Area. Wow, I'm in Utica already. Cool. Just varied off the trail a little bit. See, this says bike route. Well, got some railroad tracks. And then I'm going to follow this trail. I do believe this is still part of the Canalway Trail. There's another trail back there, but I think that goes through the marsh. I believe these tracks here are a part of the Adirondack Railroad system. Which goes all over central New York to northern New York. Talk about that later though, I need to get riding. Yeah, I would ride down the tracks, but it looks like it'd be kind of bumpy and not good for the back. So I'm in Utica now, riding through the Utica Marsh. Apparently I'm having technical problems with the SD card writing today. That's twice now it shut itself off because the SD card is writing slow. Low branch. Got some roots coming up through the concrete from the trees. Ooh, trail goes off to the right. Trail goes this way, so I believe this would be the Canalway Trail here. That other trail is probably part of the trail for the Utica Marsh. Going under the bridges of Route 5, 8, and 12, or as we call it, the arterial. Okay, so I'm guessing the geese. Okay, so this here is a another lock, and apparently the canal trail doesn't go this way. I probably should map this out, you think? Instead of just following signs. Sign back there said you could walk across the lock. So maybe the trail's over there. I have a lot of unanswered questions here. Yeah, it looks like the trail's over there. Goose poop. Maybe I should do a riding series and call it the Goose Poop Chronicles. All right, up the stairs. Yeah, it looks like the trail's over there. The sign over there says Utica Harbor Lock, Utica, New York, 404 feet, 397 feet, Erie Canal, Oneida County. So many miles, okay. Just a bunch of numbers, blah, blah, blah. I'm guessing the trail's back over here. Unsafe structure, the sign says. There's a lot of people walking down this area today, taking a lot of a bunch of pedestrian pauses here. Okay, riding on the gravel. Looks like there's pavement underneath at some point. It looks like they covered it up with some gravel. Try to smooth it out a little bit. Or widen it out. Maybe that over there to the left. This here. Maybe this was the original trail. They widened it out. I don't know. I don't know these things. I do know that I'm having technical difficulties with equipment today, so that's happening. But I am in Utica. Along the canal, on the canal trail. Answering my own questions. If I only had something to use to research things with. You know, like some kind of World Wide Web. Okay, I'm gonna ride up to Genesee Street here and turn around. Then head back towards Marcy. I could have parked down here and rode back. I see. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that's the road. I don't need to be getting hit. This bridge right here, that's Genesee Street. Oh, Pay attention, Greg. Yeah, they got that blocked off for the restaurant. Portofino restaurant. Never been there. I hear it's good. It's a nice little building they have here. All right, I'm gonna head back to Marcy now. This is where I gotta research the trail, because I think part of the trail goes on the road from here down to Ilion. I don't think you can ride along the canal from Utica down to Ilion. I gotta research that though. It might be possible. Marina parking. Yeah, this is all part of the Utica Harbor, Utica Marina. The city's done a lot to revitalize the area down here. Oh wait, where's this trail go? Said I was going back to Marcy, right? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that this continues on with the Canalway Trail. I'm gonna go down to this bridge and turn around. Then head back. Ooh, looks like there's some dark clouds up to the north. So I know that the parts of the Erie Canal Trail are on road. Most of it is on like walking paths and trails like this. But there are spots where you ride on the highway. So I think we're going to venture on with this part of the trail at another time. Yeah, that's Leland Ave right there, that bridge. Look to see if there's parking over here. State Super Fun Program, Utica City Dump. Ah, yeah, see, up here. Yeah, I think this is where it turns into road for a while. So you got the signs right there, the Canalway Trail, Erie, Empire State Trail. You go down to Leland Ave. Oh wait, there's a sign down there. Oh, now I gotta investigate even more. Okay, let's see if I can do this without getting hit. All right, going up over the bridge, over the canal. Ah, there's a parking over here. Okay. We got the signs for the Canalway Trail and the Empire Trail over here. Okay, continues on this side over here. Gotcha. So basically, I just rode from the Marcy to the Utica part of the trail. That works for me. I'll pick up over here next time or some other time. I'm gonna head back to Marcy now. Finally. Anybody need a bassinet or some tires? Stuff that people throw away, it's just stupid. You know, go out into nature and out into the wilderness and then just dump your stuff, your garbage. What's the point? There's a phrase for those people, but it's Sunday and I try to keep things positive. Okay, gotta head back to Marcy now. I know, I'm repeating myself. I think I just got a contact buzz off that van. Whoa! Whew! I don't think that was a skunk. Okay, back on the Canalway Trail, heading back to Marcy from Utica, New York. I know, sometimes I repeat myself in case you didn't hear me the first time. Ooh, a bunch of geese out in the yard out there. Nice. Of course, now riding into the wind. On the way here, the wind was at my back. This is how how Rick Allen, the drummer from Def Leppard, rides his bike. Just me and my shadow on a beautiful Sunday morning. Now I could go over there and look at that waterfall, but then I would be trespassing, and don't need to be trespassing. And in the day where there are cameras on everything, probably get busted. Going back under Genesee Street. Oh, that's nice and smooth. Okay, pedestrian pause. Utica Marsh Wildlife Management Area. Bunch of information about the marsh here. Viewing site to observation tower is approximately 1 mile. You are here. Okay, nice. Back on the trail. Oh, this looks safe. No, I'm not riding down these stairs. Nice. It would suck if that fell in the water right now. Just a shot of the canal. and my 2024 Schwinn Predator 24-inch cruiser. I might go for a cruise around the village this afternoon with the 83 Predator after I do some stuff around the house. Back up the stairs. Back on the trail. Okay, so this here, this has been questioned by a lot of people. This here is a tower. On the top it says Utica, and that lights up at night. So if you ever drive on the New York State Thruway through Utica, you see the sign that says Utica all lit up. That's it. And the tower that was created was modeled after, I believe it's the clock tower at Utica City Hall. And it all lights up. I mean, it looks nice, but seriously, what's the purpose? I don't get it. I don't understand. I do not comprehend. Over here, another shot of the canal. I don't have the shoes to attempt walking down that hill. I've got my Vans sneakers on, and they're not good with stuff like that. Okay, back on the trail. Okay. Oh, it's an ambulance. Sounds like there's a couple of them. All right, pedestrian pause. Okay, coming back up on the lock here. Sign says no camping. Boo! All right, I'm gonna go back across the lock here. Supposed to walk it. Unsafe structure. I walked. Ooh. Nice and smooth there. I think if the microphone does die, I might time-lapse the trip back to Marcy. Or maybe not, who knows. Nobody knows what I'm gonna do, including me. Underneath the arterial here, got some graffiti. Foster loves Utica. Okay. Well, that's what it says. Looks like they painted over that. And I got some more graffiti over here. Like I said in the last video, graffiti is cool as long as it is tasteful. Or done tastefully. Okay, so I'm guessing this trail here goes along with the Utica Marsh Trailway. Maybe I should check this out another time. Let's get a little preview, shall we? I don't think this goes very far though, because you come up on the road. Oh, it goes back. Huh. Yeah, 'cause that right there is the highway. I'm gonna check this out another time. So that's the ramp that goes to the arterial. Okay. I got something else to check out now. Make that happen. Ooh. I probably could have gotten a better shot up on top of the hill. That's all part of the marshland. Looks like a duck out there. Stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Little branches again. Definitely gonna have to get a backpack to put some drinks in, so I can stay hydrated while riding. I always think of these things once I get going. It's a helicopter. By the time I get the camera to it, it'll be gone. It's red and white. This probably looks pretty cool in the fall when the foliage is happening. Listen to me, it's not even summer yet. I'm already talking about fall foliage. What's up with that? Ooh, hill. Back at the railroad tracks. Nothing coming. I gotta make sure I go off to the right. This trail off to the left. Oh, there's another trail right there. There's a bunch of trails down here. I'm not going to venture that far down today. Gonna stick to the trail here. It'd be really nice if that wind was behind me. I believe I'm down at the end of Barnes Ave. Which I don't think you can access from Riscony Boulevard anymore because the bridge that goes over the tracks was declared unsafe. So unless they fix that, you can't drive down this way anymore. That there's the railroad bridge going over the canal. Those geese are noisy. This looks like it was a some kind of boat launch at some point. Maybe it still is, I don't know. So this guy drove down here somehow. Huh. It's a nice frontier. Two-door frontier. Kind of like that. When I was looking for trucks, I almost bought one of those. It was 2 years older. It was black, and it had a winch mounted in the middle of the box. So I'm guessing whoever owned it previously had a four-wheeler or a motorcycle or something that they used the winch to pull it up into the box. There's the go faster sign. That looks awful muddy down that way. Marsh is out there. It's all dug up. They must have been doing some, says petroleum pipeline. Signs say do not anchor or dredge through here. That over there on the other side of the trees, that's the New York State Thruway. Oh. 3 weekends from now will be Memorial Day weekend, and it will be the first camping trip of the season. Looking forward to it. Geese. Going to be camping this year down at Gilbert Lake State Park. Camping with Speedy and Thumper, and might have a special guest or two. Stay tuned. TBD, to be determined. TBA, to be announced. I want to do some dispersed camping this year. Some of you call it boondocking. Some people call it roughing it. That's basically where you set up in the middle of nowhere, no power, no water, no amenities, just you, your tent, or camper if you so choose, and nature. And usually there aren't that many people around you, usually all by yourself. So it's nice and peaceful. Peaceful. I miss the dispersed camping / boondocking, roughing it, whatever you want to call it. I have nothing against state parks or RV parks. Always have a good time. But I kind of like the peacefulness of being out there with just nature. We'll just leave it at that. Camping should also be interesting this year because I don't drink anymore. I mean, I didn't need it to have a good time. And the only time that I was drinking anyway was when I was going camping. Just get my little beer buzz and maintain it for the rest of the weekend. Last beer that I had was October 4th at our last camping extravaganza out in Lake Delta. So this year, the trip at Gilbert Lake will be my first camping trip that is not Cub Scout or Boy Scout related, where I won't have any alcohol with me. We'll see how long that lasts. Almost back to Marcy. I don't know if you can see that through trees or not. Looks like they work on boats or something over there. Huh. Oh yeah, that's the Marcy Marina. Duh. I think there used to be a very small airfield over there also at one point. For very small planes. I'm hoping that this video came out okay. Having some technical issues with the SD card. Gonna have to look into that. I have a lot of plans for videos this year, and can't have an SD card that's messing up. Yeah, back in Marcy. Back to the under construction bridge. That's Mohawk Street. Sign over there on the concrete post tells me that. Even though I already knew that. I thought it was called River Road for some stupid reason, but no, it's Mohawk Street. This was a pretty nice ride. Looks like I found a few new places to explore that kind of already knew were there. But might make for some good content here on the channel. Get in there. There you go. I'll figure it out one of these days. Whew. So my battery is down to 10%. Lights flashing red. That's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you for riding along. Until next time, hasta de pasta and adios. Cheers.